From underdog wins to unstoppable streaks, and not forgetting the Kings' conquest in the NBA Kingdom. This past week in the NBA was unbelievable, and as the playoff season draws closer, no team is willing to let their guard down for another to triumph. Get your popcorn and cola ready because you are in for all-around entertainment. Recap number 1. Thursday night, the bigger flame wins. We were surely in for a night of shocks and thrills with the game's lineup. A rematch of the NBA Finals last season was upon us, but we started in Charlotte as the light shined on the stars in Spectrum Center. The Hornets welcomed the Bucks. Although the Bucks were on a blazing run of form, Brandon Miller and the Hornets made it their sole mission to get the Bucks down. However, Giannis had other ideas.
Rebound over Bridges. We play on! And another dunk for Antetokounmpo.
I love it. When I was in the league, after that's first play.
Oh my! No other human does that.
Giannis was amazing while Portis surprised fans from the bench. Both stars recorded a double-double as the Bucks led from start to finish to strengthen their winning streak. The Milwaukee Bucks 111, the Charlotte Hornets 99. The streaks again were on the brink of breaking loose when the Houston Rockets visited the Phoenix Suns. The battle was intense, and the Rockets shot threes to the sun in a bid to end the Suns' winning home streak. Jalen Green busted heavy in attack, making a total of 34 points in a quest to lead the Rockets to a famous victory.
Rockets are playing with a two-man advantage, and Green will shoot the three, and he will make it. Another one? Yes! 2-on-1. Fred to Green!
But then, basketball is a team sport, and 3 is greater than 1. As Green bloomed, the trio of Booker, Durant, and Nurkic made sure the Suns secured the win with a 5-point difference. The Phoenix Suns 110, Houston Rockets 105. Speaking of tight games, the Warriors were pushed to the wire when they visited the home of the Knicks, Madison Square Garden. Right from the warm-up shoot-around, Chef Steph Curry showed what we were up for with rimless shots made. Right from the first quarter, it was all Warriors dominance. Leading by 22 points, it was a huddle too high for Brunson and the Knicks to overcome, but they battled hard.
Brunson drives it with Green on him. Ooh, Brunson to the forehead. Brunson got it.
Closed the gap to 9 points by halftime, and we were in for a second half of thrills. In the second, we were entertained by the Splash Brothers. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson put on a show as the Warriors secured a 110-99 victory over the Knicks.
Just jumping over hard. Now the outlet to Curry. Long three in transition. Hard with a deflection. Curry lets it fly and hits them. Back to Curry in the corner.
Golden State Warriors 110, New York Knicks 99. Over to San Antonio, the Spurs were in search of an end of a losing streak when the rookie Giants collided. Chet Holmgren was putting up a show as he wanted to prove to the league and whoever wanted to hear that he's the best rookie of the season, while SGA, on the other hand, continued on his dream quest of MVP.
Williams to Holmgren. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander holds off.
But Victor Wembanyama put up all the stops on the Thunders, dominating on both sides of the court as he recorded another double-double, proving to the league that he is the best thing that has happened to them since LeBron James.
Long ball inside. There you go. Wemby got the three ball.
And to top off his performance for the night, Wembanyama gave Chet a taste of his own medicine as he shut him down at the last minute.
Victor Wembanyama. Holmgren trying to answer. He is stuffed.
The San Antonio Spurs 132, OKC 118. The night was over as we were blessed with a repeat of last season's NBA Finals. The Heats visited the Nuggets. The Heats came in with only one thing in mind: win the Nuggets no matter the cost. Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler were as aggressive as ever and had the Nuggets on the ropes until the Jokers started to have fun. Murray also dazzled, but unfortunately his amazing game came to a halt because of his sprained ankle. In came MPG taking his spot. Nikola Jokic had the exciting Michael Porter Jr. on scoring duties as he assisted. Both stars had a double-double as they led the Nuggets to another victory over the Heat.
Three is good. Game clock, shot clock. Jokic.
30 from deep.
2 minutes to play. Brown.
The Nuggets continued their winning streak since the All-Star break as they ended the Miami Heat streak. The Denver Nuggets 103, the Miami Heat 97. The night ended in the King's Palace as the Lakers welcomed the Wizards. The Wizards were putting on spells all over the court as Jordan Poole kept on scoring, and Kuzma had one of his best performances. It was a real duel for the Wizards as they tried to end their losing streak by recording a W against the Lakers. But AD scored 40 points, LeBron made 31 points, and Russell drained in 22, showing the Wizards the way to overtime, and at the end securing a slight 3-point win. LeBron smiled as he only needed 9 points to a milestone of 40,000 points. Lakers outing the Wizards 134-131. The King told us good night as we woke up the next day for more NBA action. Recap number 2, Friday night, Force of the Wild. Friday promised a lot of surprises, and it delivered in a wild way. In Philadelphia, the Hornets needed to make use of the golden chance of Embiid's absence as they searched for a way back to get a W. Miles Bridges made sure he got the Hornets believing again as he recorded a double-double.
Tyrese averaging 25.9 points a game thus far. Bridges, Charlotte, because it's been a tough number of years for them. Bridges the step back through.
But for everything Bridges did, Maxey and Tobias Harris did twice as much. Both combined for a total of 64 points. Tobias filled the shoes of Embiid as he also recorded a double-double and dominated in every way. The 76ers 121, the Hornets 114. The Golden State Warriors were on a winning streak heading up to their next game. They faced the Raptors, who were on a blazing run of form at home and were capable of causing a mighty upset. Into the lights in Toronto, the Raptors put up a wonderful performance as they led the game into the first half, 64-61. Well, knowing the Warriors, they'll fight to the last, and the gap wasn't a huge one. So when the Warriors got back the lead, they never lost it. Taking over the third and fourth quarter, Curry and Kuminga made sure the Warriors got the W with a combined points of 49.
And he starts for Golden State. Brad Underwood. Kuminga and a foul.
The Warriors dance on as they extend their winning streak. Golden State Warriors 120, the Raptors 105. Speaking of dancing, that was all in the minds of Sabonis and Monk as they journeyed to Minneapolis. When I say dance, I mean the twists and turns, the short, and the fadeaways by this duo were good enough to destroy the Wolves' winning streak. Although Towns and the Ant-Man huffed and puffed, they couldn't scare the Kings in the Wild. Sabonis made yet another double-double to charge the Sacramento Kings to a 124-120 win in overtime over the Timberwolves.
Mitchell, Sabonis squares up and hits it.
Sacramento Kings 124, the Minnesota Timberwolves 120. It was a wild game in Minneapolis, but not as crazy as what we experienced in Boston. The Boston Celtics entertained the Dallas Mavericks as the whole league looked up to Luka Doncic to stop the Celtics' run. Sadly, there's no stopping Tatum and the Boston Celtics. The Eastern leaders dominated play with scintillating moves. Although Luka Magic recorded a triple-double, he wasn't magical enough to win. The Celtics played as a unit. Tatum got deuce cheering in the stands as he scored 32 points. Brown made 25, and Porzingis made 24. The streak continued. It's 10 W's, and no one looks capable enough to stop the Celtic charge for a triumph season to the title.
Holiday no look, Tatum wide open, he got it!
What the team needs.
Tatum cuts in and flips it home.
Boston Celtics 138, Dallas Mavericks 110. It was a sad journey for the Dallas Mavericks. The same fate was shared by the Indiana Pacers when they clashed heads with the New Orleans Pelicans. The Pelicans were too good for the Pacers. Ingram was on fire as he kept the Pacers on the run, chasing after them. Ingram scored 34 points while Halliburton failed to register a single point in the entire game. The Pacers were behind from start to finish as the game ended 129-102 in favor of the Pelicans. Meanwhile in LA, the Wizards looked forward to not crashing twice in a row when they came up against the Clippers. Kawhi, Harden, and Paul George needed no Westbrook to defeat the Wizards. The trio had a spectacular night in the Crypto.com arena as they swept the Wizards away.
Harden was electric in the first half, gets to the rim and remains that
Just get hit awkwardly. And speaking of getting hit, that kind of mystical power.
a big finish for Tyson's side.
Although Kuzma had the highest points of the night with 32, he seemed to be the only one willing to face the Clippers. The LA Clippers 140, washing Wizards 115. The stadium lights go off and tomorrow beams again. Recap number 3. Saturday night, the King's Quest. It was back-to-back games for the Nets versus the Hawks. After a sound thrashing in the last match, the Hawks were back again in Barclays Center in a quest to win the Nets. With Trae Young still out, the Hawks had the odds against them, and the odds were right. Bridges and his Nets team made sure the Hawks went back home crying. Bridges scored 38, and Claxton recorded a double-double to lift the Nets to a second win in a row.
12 rebounds. Bridges, the jumper goes. The cut and the jam.
Back right there.
Bridges to the rim. Mikal Bridges.
The Hawks desperately need Young back for them to stand a chance of making the play-in tournament. The Brooklyn Nets 114 to the Atlanta Hawks 102. However, Jimmy Butler was back in form in Miami when the Utah Jazz visited. It proved to be an unpleasant visit as both teams brawled for a W. Keontae George and Markkanen both had a brilliant game, scoring 56 points combined as they propelled the Jazz to a quest for victory. But Butler was not having it. He and Adebayo's combined points of 60 secured the Heat a close victory of 126 to 120 over the Utah Jazz. Saturday entertained us with another tight game, the Memphis Grizzlies versus the Portland Trail Blazers. A rematch, same venue and next day. The Grizzlies now had a good chance for revenge. The embarrassing win in the last match in front of their home crowd was a heavy pill to swallow. And with a chance of regaining their respect back, the Grizzlies fought hard to ensure they won this time. But the Blazers killed their dreams in the last minute of the game. In overtime, it seemed like the Grizzlies lost their mojo as they handed the win over to the Blazers, losing by 7 points. Memphis Grizzlies 100, Portland Trail Blazers 107. Another rematch took place in Phoenix when the Houston Rockets were welcomed by the Suns. The last time these two met, it was an intense battle, and the Suns were victorious. However, with a second chance in their sight, Jalen Green and the Rockets made sure they led the game from start to finish. A spectacular first quarter gave the Rockets a huge point lead, which they capitalized on to defeat the Suns in their home.
Well, the Suns continue to be cold from downtown, just 4 of 18.
So this is the second time they've gotten down from a big deficit.
Şengün passing out, finds Green from the corner. Şengün leads inside.
Houston Rockets 118, Phoenix Suns 109. As the Rockets shot at the Sun to kill, so did LeBron James shoot for the Stars. The 40,000-point mark was the King's Quest when the Denver Nuggets arrived in LA. As the leading scorer in the NBA, the King, LeBron James, entertained the fans with scintillating plays and mind-blowing moves as he scored 26 points to reach another milestone of his excellent career.
Take a shot of this. James against Porter. Drive, spins, gets inside. It's good. It's 40,000 for LeBron James.
He also has a triple-double of career highs with 40,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, and 10,000 assists. There is no touching LeBron when it comes to the GOAT conversation. The King has proven himself each time on the court, and he's 39 years old. Crazy. The surprise of the night was the Lakers' inability to defeat the Nuggets. Nikola Jokic, Michael Porter Jr., and Jamal Murray all recorded a double-double as they defeated the Lakers again. The Nuggets proved yet again that last season's Western Conference Finals win was no fluke at all. Although the spotlight was on LeBron, the Joker and the Nuggets were the only ones smiling as the day came to an end. Denver Nuggets 124, the Los Angeles Lakers 114. As the playoffs get nearer than yesterday, we are in for many more surprises from the NBA. What would happen next? Find out in our next video. If you enjoyed this video and dream of being a legend, subscribe to 24 Hoops. It's free and you can always change your mind, but the court is always open. Shots by shots, dunks by dunks, hoops by hoops. 24 Hoops. Thank you.